Snowy Saturday afternoon in Lynchburg. That didn't stop the Liberty Flames inside the Vine Center on this Saturday as they knock off the Campbell Camels 61-54, and they get a much-needed Big South Conference win. Alongside Paul Naskin, my name is Nick Pierce. Flames are now 3-1 in the league, and they got a big performance today from Lovell Cabbil, who had 15 of his team high 21 points in the first half. Campbell really leading the way offensively, but the Flames also did it from the defensive end in the second half, as we'll talk more about here in just a little bit. But let's go back to that first half, Naz. We talked about 15 for Campbell in that half, and then the Flames at one point 10 of 10 from the floor. Yeah, they had some real hot shooting, but I think what led up to that was really good decisions on the offensive end, really great shot selection. Campbell started out really trying to take away threes, as teams are going to do, and Liberty did a great job of taking the ball hard off penetration, scoring at the rim, and then once you hit someone in the gut a few times and that defense collapsed, then they were able to open up with some threes and really gave them a good lead and a good push throughout that first half. Had some scoring droughts in that second half, but the Flames hang their hat on defense, and we really saw Liberty execute from the defensive end there in the second half because Campbell wasn't really able to get a whole lot going either. Yeah, Campbell did a nice job making an adjustment to go to that zone, and that kind of stymied Liberty for a little bit, and as you mentioned, weren't able to score, but they hang their hat on their defense and really stopped Campbell, and that kept that lead at about 6 or 8 the majority of that second half. And then at crunch time, real good job getting to the free throw line, ball possession, hit a good basket or two to keep the cushion. Yeah, did a nice job putting the game away down the stretch at the free throw line, as you mentioned. Had a chance to catch up with Campbell after the ball game, who had a career-high 21 here tonight, one of 3 Flames in double figures.
It was flowing. We were moving. The ball was moving. Players were moving. Nothing was sticking. We were actually screening bodies. So when you do that, it's pretty hard to guard our offense with the players we have. So I feel like at that time, we could get any shot when that's the way we move in and screening the offense. Yeah, we found our identity on defense. We know we got good offensive players and a good offensive system. So when shots aren't falling, we just continue to play defense and continue to grind it out, and eventually those shots will fall. Not letting them get any easy drives or any easy threes, trying to make everything contested. So I feel like that helped.
I think for me, what I look at is were we hard to play against defensively, and I think for the most part we were. We had a little bit of lull in the second half. That was on me. We didn't attack their zone very well, but we found a way offensively. And the thing that I think I'm most pleased with is, you know, whenever we've shot 30% or less from the three-point line in previous games, we've had a real struggle to win those. Most teams would. But our group, we battled and we did some things defensively that helped our cause. We were really energetic. I felt like we played with a freedom and a sense of effort that was worthy of a win, worthy of a victory, worthy of a really competitive outing. And you know, when you see guys on the floor for loose balls or taking charges, I think that is a great reflection of your team caring about the outcome and caring about who they represent. And I felt like our guys did that tonight.
You know, Paul, we talked about Lovell Cabbil getting it done from the offensive end, but also on the defensive end, drew a really tough assignment today. Chris Clemens finished with 25 points, but Cabbil made him earn all 25 of them. Yeah, and it was a 25 that did not come in spurts, and Lovell did a great job. And it's tough when you know you're going to have an assignment like that. Sometimes it takes you out of your offensive game, but Lovell had a great game offensively, but defensively he was able there to kind of bother Clemens. And yeah, he does finish with 25. Some of those were at the free throw line. He just didn't have a real good flow, and his team wasn't able to build off it. Great job on the defensive end by Lovell Cabbil. Yeah, no one else really from the Camels was able to hurt the Flames offensively either. So Liberty now 3-1 in the Big South, 8-9 overall. The Flames will have 2 tough ones on the road coming up next week. They go to High Point and to Radford. Yeah, and the Big South this year, it's, you know, Winthrop's playing really well, and Asheville too, but after that, it's a big logjam of a lot of teams that are capable, and it's who's going to get hot. It's going to be great to see Liberty build off this win, go down to High Point on Wednesday. Hopefully they can keep things rolling. All right, so for Paul Naskin, my name is Nick Pierce. One final time in the Vine Center. Liberty wins it over Campbell 61-54.